Cisco show. Don't touch that remote, ladies and gentlemen. Got a good show here. This is a show I am very much interested, and it touches the heartstrings of my heart. It's there, over here, over there. And I have a pacemaker over here. My heart's over here, and I got the pacemaker over here. I don't know, whatever. I'll figure that out later. But today is March the 19th, and it is St. Joseph Day. St. Joseph's patron saint. You know, March is a great month. Got two famous great saints, St. Patrick and St. Joseph. In fact, in New Orleans, they combine it. They have a parade, St. Patrick's, and they drink beer, and the Italians drink the wine, and they bob and weave, and they slip and slide. But the Irish are drinking the beer and everything, and the Italians are eating the spaghetti. So it's a great month. so ladies and gentlemen, this morning, bright early, I was down Conshohocken Bakery, and he makes this bread is blessed by San Germano, Monsignor San Germano, Holy Savior, blessed as it come out of there. Now, they also made rosaries of bread, Conshohocken Bakery, Dominic Gambone. And each year, we've been doing this for over 20 years. And the people come here, and we have a little fiesta, you know. And so this is one thing. It's a great, great month. Now, today, my show has to do with helping people, people helping people. One hand washes the other. And as a lot of people know that my wife has Alzheimer's, and I need help. Anybody that has an aunt, an uncle, grandmom, grandpop, they need help. And sometimes they don't know where to go. And the most important thing is to know where to go. And my three daughters are always looking, finding how to help their mom and pop. So they're helping me, they're helping Dolores. Now, we come across crossroads. Now, crossroad, I don't know if that's a word. You think, well, crossroad, what's that mean? What do they do? Well, we're going to tell you what they do, and they do a lot, okay? Now, in this corner from, now tell me who you are and what you do.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Gloria Alone. I am a nurse, a hospice nurse for almost 15 years. And right now I'm the executive director at Crossroads Hospice.
And they're located in?
We're located in Plymouth Meeting, but we serve patients and their families in the 5 counties.
All right, now I'm going to ask some questions. I got some questions here so I wouldn't forget. I marked them down. I want to make sure that I cover everything so you know what to do, who to talk to, phone numbers, and everything else that goes with it. Now, tell me who you are and what you do.
Sure. Hi. I'm Chaplain Dave Heineman. I'm a board-certified chaplain with Crossroads Hospice.
And you come in my house and you say a little prayer. You know, I'm Catholic, you're not Catholic, but I'll take any kind of prayers.
No, we serve people of all faiths.
Right. So it's, you know, you want to believe, you want to have faith, you have to have faith. And so you come to my house, and then Dolores, and then not only that, but he's a singing troubadour. He also sings. He comes over with his guitar in my house, and Dolores has enjoyed it. I enjoy it. So, and we'll hear a little later. We're going to have him sing a little song. So, but now tell me what it's all about. What is this? Give me this book a second here. Tell me what this is.
This is a book that we have out. It's for our Life Journal program. And what happens is when a patient comes on to our care at Crossroads Hospice, we work with our team to get a book together like this. It has the patient's name on the front, and it actually has pictures, and it chronicles the patient's life. So this is an example. It's not one that is of a patient.
Is Dolores going to be one of them?
We could give one to Dolores.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And it's very important.
I can't wait till I get this.
Well, we might have a picture like this of you and her on your wedding day.
Isn't that nice?
It's really nice, and we ask the patient and the family to participate
Let me see that again. Oh, go ahead. Keep talking.
Telling us about their life. Because we know when someone is facing a chronic illness, a life-limiting illness, that it's very much about the disease process, and we want to bring the patient and the family back to who they really are. What are the things that spoke to them in their life? What are their memories?
Yeah.
You know, those special memories, and have them say it in their words if they can, or have a family member speak for the patient.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have pictures. Go ahead.
Each life is a treasure, and this enables us to chronicle that treasure in many different
grandma.
ways, about many different episodes in their life.
Oh my God, this is wonderful. And you're gonna have one for Dolores and I.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can you have a thing here that it'll sing? When I was just a little boy, I asked my mama, what will I do? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? This is what you said to me. You better go get a job. No, okay. No, but that is really not. I didn't know that, okay?
Uh-huh.
So I got something to look forward to. Now, tell me now, you're going to give phone numbers of people going to contact. How much does it cost? How much does it cost to get
To
this
come-
help?
Sure. Medicare got it really right when they designed the hospice benefit. So it's covered by insurance, either commercial insurances or Medicare or Medicaid. So there's no cost to the family with Medicare and Medicaid. Perhaps if they have a commercial insurance, there might be a deductible. But in general, there is no cost. And hospice, when someone comes onto hospice, we pay for all of their equipment and supplies connected to their diagnosis. So for a patient that has dementia, we might have to pay for some oxygen, give them a bed, pay for incontinence supplies.
Sometimes if they can't go up the steps, they get a bed for downstairs,
Yes,
right?
that's correct. That's
And it
correct.
don't cost you anything.
It doesn't. It's
Oh,
covered
no,
under
no,
the
no.
hospice
Yeah.
benefit.
Everything connected with their diagnosis.
Everything right on there. And you give them the prayers that keep them there. Keep them bobbing and weaving, right?
If they want prayer, I don't impose
Well, if
prayer
they
on
don't want
anyone.
any prayer, get out of here.
If not, sometimes they just want someone to come in and try to find out what their day's like, or I call it kind of taking their own spiritual pulse. You
It's
know,
but
trying to understand what things have been like for them since I've last seen them.
And
Because
it's
it's about the
company.
patient, but it's also the journey that the family takes with the patient.
Right, but to have somebody to talk to. Some people sometimes don't have anybody to talk to. They have nobody shaking hands. And I forget what somebody told me. When I shake hands, like you shake hands like this. Come here, give me your hand. Wow, just say. And then when you do it in elder people, you put your other hand over here. It gives them more of a comfort, like it's more security. You know, and that
Absolutely,
means a
yeah.
lot.
Right.
You just shake hands this way, and the guy. I know when sometimes I go nursing homes, different. You know, I do that. Sometimes I have a show or something to go over there, and I just do that. And as soon as I put that second hand on there, they go, oh, like you know.
It makes such a difference.
So
yeah.
these little things. Now, okay, so we're talking. It don't cost any money.
No.
Okay, we're gonna have the phone numbers where to get in touch with you. Right. Now, when we use that word,
Hospice.
right away people think death.
Yes. It's
Now,
a very
tell
scary
us,
word.
it's not. This is not what it's about. It's about preparing yourself,
Well,
being in shape, or whatever,
it's really about living.
living.
It's really about living the full life until we die. And we never know when we're going to die. Most people don't. But if you get an illness, a cancer or emphysema or heart disease, and treatment is not working any longer, you want to be comfortable. You want to be around to enjoy your family, the
Right.
people that are important to you. Maybe it's your pet, whatever. So we're there to help you to keep comfortable, to stay out of the hospital if that's what you choose to do, to really get back to what's important to you.
Right.
We're in it with you.
Right.
Yeah.
And, you know, people think right away, when you use that word, they're gonna die. It's like, I interview doctors, cancer, heart doctors, and cancer, breast cancer and all, and some people think right away it's a death sentence. I know the first time, now I was, thank God, I was in pretty good shape all my life. I was a boxer, a motorcycle in the police department, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
And I was always good shape. First time, they called in, they didn't want to tell me. They told Dolores to tell me. It's just they found cancer. Okay. Well, I said, well, I'm going to fight it, whatever it is. Okay. Now, they operated, boop, boop, took it out, whatever it was. Okay. And okay, then 4, 5, 6 days later, boop, Hank got prostate cancer. Boop, okay, radiation. So I did not throw the towel in. I did not quit. You know.
Right, right.
And in fact, then just about 3 years ago, he told me, he said, Hank, you got cancer there. He says, but you're too old to to operate or think, leave it alone. So I'll leave it alone. And I get a shot every 4 months. But it's not a death sentence. You got to stand up and you have faith. I have faith, and I think that helps me. That helps me a lot. It
sure
helps
does.
everybody.
Right,
I don't
yeah.
care who you are. Okay. Now, when is the best time to start this program?
Well, so usually we think of the physician as making the first conversation, that treatment is not going to work any longer, or if the patient says, I don't want to go back to the hospital anymore, that's the first time it might be introduced as an option. But we know the best thing is that if it is not introduced and the family wants more information, like in your situation, your daughters reached out, they wanted to know what the options are.
Right.
Calling and having someone come out and speak to them to explain that this is an option also could be helpful. So if someone has a diagnosis that is not treatable any longer, that would be a good time to have it.
Well, in other words, it's best, give a call.
Give a
okay?
call.
And, sometimes the doctors are busy and all you say, well, don't wait till the doctor says, well, you better go there, do that. Because they're busy, they're treating you for what? But you have to look out for somebody. That's your job, to take the ball and continue running with it, okay? And I think that's what I'm trying to put this your organization is something that is carrying the ball for you, just sort of, I don't know, I mix it like in sports. So, and people feel, well, that's getting expensive. I know it's expensive to me. I'm buying diapers and wipers and stuff like that. All these different things cost money.
They add up,
okay?
yeah.
And so when you're living on a budget, you got to bob and weave a little bit, But now tell me what other things that are available.
So we have a team that meets every 14 days to discuss the patient with our medical director. And that team consists of a nurse, a social worker, a chaplain, the nurse's aide, the bereavement coordinator, the volunteer coordinator. These are all things that Medicare says we have to have in place. And we're looking to address the patient holistically. So they are not just a physical being, and it's not just about their disease process. For example, your wife has a life. She has a history.
Yes.
She had a family. All of those things are important. So we want to know about them. And we see the patient and the family as one.
Right.
So the plan of care is geared towards the patient and the family. And we're also around after the patient passes. We have to be around at least 13 months, but Crossroads stays around as long as you need us.
We're
Really.
available. Yeah.
Because a lot of
available.
times at the death, the people make goofy decisions, right? In other words,
Can
you're there, you have
happen.
someone to talk to.
Right.
Exactly.
Someone that, that has a little
Yeah.
bit of knowledge.
Right, and we want that for everyone we help. Yeah, we're
Right.
available.
Right. Now, when you come in and you sing a little song, what's that do? What kind of feeling do you get out of it, and what feeling did the patient, or the patient, or the guest, whatever you want to call them, resident?
It's not certified therapy, but it's meant to be.
Oh, okay, that's the word, therapy,
Yeah,
right.
it's more for sensory stimulation. Sometimes it's a song, it's a show tune. Sometimes it's a hymn. Sometimes it's a soft ballad. I tend to be more do a little more soft ballads at a bedside, the type of a
Okay.
thing.
Well, look,
But we know the remarkable things that music does for people, for all of us. It's a universal language.
Okay, let's go over and just take a break here and check it out, okay?
When there's a need and you are there, it's great to know how much you care. Be it ever true, we can count on you, because you're the best. We know who to turn to, with caring hands and caring hearts. You give your all
because of who you are. You help so many travel near and far. You look for ways to be our shining stars. So God bless you and those you care for. Though you get weary, we're very sure when you have given all that you can give, we're proud to say you give even more. We're proud to say you give even more. That's for all of you. God bless the caregivers.
Okay, we're back now. Hey, you're going to sing that song. Tell me something about this song and the inspirational song, right?
Well, it's a song called Because You Care. And it is a tribute to caregivers everywhere. I would say it was written first in mind with a lot of the precious aides that we have on our team that you have seen come into your home to help Dolores.
Yeah.
But it's really, it's broader. It's a song called Because You Care because it talks about all caregivers.
I welcome with open arms.
Some caregivers go near and far. Some caregivers give all different kinds of care. And I'm just proud to be working with a team that I'm working with, and so that's what the song's about.
Good. Now, what other programs you got here?
Yeah, so other than the hospice Medicare benefit that we give, the hospice care, we do have special programs at Crossroads. One is the Gift of the Day program. And
Yeah.
every Gift of the Day and every patient gets this. So right after the patient gets admitted onto our service, our team meets with the family and the
When you
patient.
said admitted, the people are home.
Oh.
You're being admitted in the program.
Into the hospice program, but we
Yeah,
take
okay.
care of.
A lot of people know that this is a home thing. They're people, you pay the visit at the home, not the hospital. Okay.
Right, but it could, we also see
You
patients.
go to the hospital too?
We can go to the hospital, we can go to the long-term care facility or an assisted living also.
All right.
Yeah.
How about now, about the veterans? What do you do for veterans?
So,
Anything special for
yes, we love our veterans and we use every opportunity to say thank you to them, and we have a program that we have our chaplains participate in, as well as, our whole team is very involved. We have many opportunities to serve the veterans, but we have one program that is run by our chaplains, and Dave, maybe you could talk about that, what you do with the veterans.
It's called our Veterans Recognition Program, and we so appreciate as a hospice the tremendous sacrifices of our veterans. And what we do is we present them with a special time. We try to gather family if they want
Good,
family,
good, yeah.
maybe if they want some friends nearby. I had one situation recently where usually we have a veteran present the award to the veteran.
Oh,
And that makes so much difference.
that means a lot.
It
Yeah.
does, it does.
Yeah.
And one time I was at, just recently I was at a patient's home, and unfortunately our veteran who was going to present this award, this certificate of honor, to this other veteran, the veteran that we had lined up was unavailable. Well, little did I know, but the good Lord knew, that when I would come on the scene, I thought, well, I'll just present it myself. But his best buddy from Vietnam was in the house that day.
Oh.
Guess who handed the award
He
to the
came
veteran?
forward?
It was his best buddy.
Oh, my God. See.
That meant that just covered it for the family, covered it for the buddy, covered it for that
That's-
special,
That's the thing.
for that
you
special
had to
veteran
be
of
there.
ours. Right.
You had to be there,
That's
but
awesome.
even just telling me, I get the feel of it, So, all right, now, we got veterans, and we got the gift of the day, and now, about you. What do I know about you? Your mom was a politician in Philadelphia.
Yes, she
and
was.
a good friend of Frank Rizzo.
Yes,
Frank
yes.
Rizzo, there's
Yep.
back here, right? He's my
Yep.
buddy.
Yeah, he had
Yeah.
some meatballs and spaghetti in my mom's house. Took
No.
a rest on my parents' bed. He had to take a little nap. He was
Oh,
campaigning.
he was campaigning.
He was
Oh,
campaigning.
your mother was a committee woman,
A
like
committee woman in Northeast Philadelphia.
what 7th?
7th District.
Yeah. And he was campaigning, so he got tired. I know he was. He got tired there, and that, in fact, he died in his office there on Walnut Street. You
Right.
know? But I was a great friend of his. In fact, one of the saddest days of my life is when my mother, my father, my brother, but when he died, you know, it was really a touching thing. But now, what else you want to tell me about this program?
Well, I want to tell you that we actually discharge patients off of hospice.
You what?
We discharge patients from our care. Sometimes, sometimes patients
Because they-
actually get better.
They get back.
Yeah,
They get
start
back.
to thrive. Yeah.
Right.
And we rejoice with the families. You know, we're pleased when
That's right.
when we can see that.
And so they come off of services. We check in with them to see if they need to come back on. I want to say also, most people don't know that you can work when you're on hospice. We had a young woman who had cancer, and she worked until a week before she passed. That was important for her. Patients do not have to have a do not resuscitate.
What some of the qualifications?
Qualifications to come onto hospice is you have to have a life-limiting illness where your doctor thinks that should the disease
He needs
progress,
assistance.
that the patient might die within 6 months.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the
That-
hardcore hospital.
Well, that's what the benefit says, that the patient,
Right.
if this disease continues to progress, they'll probably die
But
within
this
6
program
months.
my wife's on, what is that, the same thing?
It's the same thing, but sometimes we don't know how that's going to actually
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Sometimes people might get better and be discharged. Sometimes it's a longer time than 6 months. As long as we keep checking in with the patient and assessing that they meet qualifications for
Yeah.
hospice, they can stay on.
Then in other words, you're telling me, I want to continue on without help, or I want to continue on with help.
Right.
I mean, I want to make sure I got enough gas to go the full journey. I want to make sure that I have enough gas to go the whole journey. I want to make sure I have a mechanic to fix it if I break along the way. So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
You sit back. Everybody's going to die. You know, nobody's going to stay here. So you got to think. I had this lady. I can't think of her name now. She wrote a book about preparing yourself before death. Get about your real estate, your bills, your this, your that, your aunt, your aunt. Get that ready. Don't wait until you die, and then you got to run. You don't know who the undertaker's going to be, who's going to be this, that, you know, and who's on the bill and all, the will and all that. So that's one aspect. This aspect is your life, your feeling, your what you're all about.
You get
You
it.
know.
You get it, Hank.
You get it. Yeah.
Huh?
You get it. You get it. What we're trying to put out, that it's not about dying, it's about living.
Right. That's it.
A full life, so you don't have pain, so you're comfortable. When you have pain, you can't focus on anything else.
No.
You're consumed
that's-
with that.
See, that's another thing. My wife can't tell me that she has pain. You know, she can't tell me she has a toothache. You know, and it's tough. It's tough when
It's really tough.
She can't tell me she's hungry. You got to feed her. You know, so. But then the time comes. Thank God, you know, she sings and she dances and you know everything.
It's a delight to see that.
Oh
yeah.
my God, you know, and then I got John.
And to help you out along the way.
Oh yeah. So well, we used to when we were. Well, I met her when we were single. We used to dance a lot, you know, and then we got married. We danced, but we did dance a little bit slower. We used to do the jitterbug, now we do the waltz, you know. But now tell me, how we get in touch with you?
So we have our numbers. They'll be listed here. We do have a website, crossroadshospice.com. A lot of good information on our website. We're on social media,
Okay.
Facebook, Twitter. Lots of information out there. Anyone could call to ask us any questions. We're happy to share information. No pressure to come on. We could talk to the family, explain what the benefit is. I always say make a decision based out of knowledge
Right.
rather than fear.
Right. I like that. Fear. That's the same thing with first aid class when I was a policeman. You know, like if somebody's bleeding, you know, that knowledge removes fear. Knowledge. There's a little bit of a cut. Wash it off and see if it's a little bit of a cut. you know, you'll see a lot of blood.
Yeah.
But you faint when you see the blood, but it's nothing but a little cut. So knowledge removes fear. So, whatever. So,
Yeah.
well, I'll tell you, this program, ladies and gentlemen, is so great. I'm a salesman. I'm trying to sell you, let you know, and it don't cost a penny, you know. And why we don't know more about this is it's our fault for not reaching out. So I want to thank you for coming here and telling me about it. I want to thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, it's been great
we
to
have
be
something
with
in
you
common,
guys.
Frank Rizzo.
I
right?
know, I know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing us to come into your home. And may God bless each and every one. And keep bobbing and weaving. Keep your trunks off the canvas. And for my Hispanic friends, adios amigos. Salute in Italian, okay? All right, let's drink with a little toast here. And I think it's appropriate that I say, alla salud. It means to your health. Alla salud.